What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag. Miss Boosh Bag to you. Okay, I know y'all think I'm in here looking crazy, but I washed my hair and I am I guess doing a review. We're testing out a product that I bought for Black Friday. It is a conditioner, and we gonna see if it just makes my hair feel like butter. But I need to get this video done because I should have did it last night. My husband wanted me to go somewhere, and then I think I forgot about most of the show. But we gonna see what I can remember because I didn't make no notes. Okay, so who's on this damn show? Okay, Portia. Let's start with this little hoe. She's staying back with her mother. Okay, she had to move. She's moving out of her house. She's putting it on the market, and she's looking for another house. Her mother's letting her stay with her like she did, I guess, after her divorce or whatever. Her brother came to help her. Her mother has some whipped cream laying around. They was making some dirty sex jokes about that. Like, why did she save that when she threw everything else away? So apparently that gave Portia some ideas. She sneaks... She sneak her little boyfriend into the house like a little ass kid, and she pull out the sage and start fucking trying to get rid of the negative energy. And he like, what the fuck is going on? Like, bitch, why is you setting shit on fire? I thought this was supposed to be sexy. So apparently they haven't done it yet. She tells him about the yoni eggs and how they're helping to get her coochie tight. And apparently her coochie was tight before, and now it's gonna be even tighter type stuff. She starts squirting whipped cream on strawberries, and they eating the shit. She falling out the bed, and they just like little kids, like shh. So I don't know, it's cute. He was like, all right, well, I love you too. I don't know if they did it or not, but it seemed like she was trying to get it on. Okay, that bitch is horny. That bitch is horny. All right, Miss Candy. Okay, Candy had an assistant, some dude named Johnny. I wasn't watching it when he was there, but apparently she had fired him, but she still works with him. She still hires him for projects or whatever. But Todd seen that he posted some shit on Instagram with like a picture with like him and like them, right? And he was like, this is before I found out that some people was fake or some shit like that. And they're like, what the fuck that mean? She was like, he was like, don't you still be working with him? She was like, yes, I'm working with this bitch this weekend because she's having an event for her sex toy thing. What is it? Candy's Toys? Candy? I don't know what it is. All right. Bedroom candy? Am I tripping? Whatever. You know what it's called. But yeah, she was doing that. And the distributor, she was having like a big event for them to, you know, try to boost them up on their sales, whatever they do with most, you know, distributed places and MLMs and all that type of shit. So it's a big event. When she gets there, she sees, no, this is even before the event even fucking happens. Or was it the same day? Whatever. Who cares? No, this was all before it actually was happening. Don't give me the line. Whenever it was. She sees him, and he comes over, and he's like chit-chatting and talking or whatever. She was like, look, I just gotta fucking ask you about this motherfucking, this shit you posted on Instagram. Like, what the fuck is that about? And he was like, oh, well, when it ended poorly. And do you really think you was giving me the amount of money that, you know, what I was doing was even worth? She was like, I don't give a fuck what the fuck it was worth. Like, you shouldn't have accepted the payment. Once you accept the payment, then yes, you accepted the job, you have to do it. Which is actually kind of correct. Like, you don't negotiate after everything. You negotiate before. So that it don't come, so she knows that you are not accepting of it, and she can seek someone else who will accept that price, or she will respect your work enough to give you a higher fucking price. So basically she just went the fuck off on the homie, and left him sitting there looking stupid. And she was like, this is gonna be the last time I hire you or give you any money. I got you extra clients for your business. I was hyping you up. I did all of this stuff for you, and you gonna call me fake? Like, I'm not fake. I might be a whole bunch of things, but I'm not motherfucking fake. So our business relationship is over. Okay, So he brought his little funky ass over to Phaedra, and he was all dressed up. She's talking about he looked like he was going to see Jesus. All right, he go over there, and now he want to sue Candy for like back wages, for being underpaid. He's working, he's saying like 80 hours a week with no, I don't think that the money that he was getting was even like minimum wage. Well, shit, it might have been. Yeah, it is minimum wage. $500 a week, boy. Yeah, that's at least minimum wage. It's got to be. But for the hours over, well, I don't know, was he even getting paid hourly? Whatever. He felt that he had been wronged. So he goes to Phaedra, and Phaedra's like, what the fuck is he doing here? So I'm thinking that she think that Candy sent him there, you know, to pull some old shady shit. But he like, no, I don't even work for Candy no more. And it's been like several months, and you know, all of this. So she was like, child, she treated him like a slave and all this and all that. But she did something that I think is very fucking smart, and said, yeah, I can't help you. I can help you. I can help you find some motherfucking body else to bring this bullshit to, because you is not about to have me up in no more ghetto ass nonsense with motherfucking Candy. So she don't want to have nothing to do with it, and I believe it's also not her. She said it's not her area of expertise. So there are different types of lawyers for different types of things, and that is not the type of law that she does, thank goodness. So she can refer him to some people, but she don't have to fucking get involved. Did Miss Phaedra do anything during this episode? I do not recall so. What's her name? Cynthia. Cynthia went to hang out with, no, let's not get to them yet. Let's get to Sheree, whatever. She meets with her manager. I don't know who the fuck the person was actually, but somebody that's supposed to be working with her book. So she saw her book cover. I'm like, oh my god, it's beautiful, I love it so much. And nobody knew I was writing this book, but I always got the juiciest tea, so who better to write a book about gossip and all of this. So it is supposed to be some of it is factual, and there's some fiction tossed in there just to juice it up or whatever. So it's not a true story. It has some true elements or whatever. All right. She has her big, giant, nasty, floppy, jiggly ass ex-husband. Like, really, why is he that fat? What has he been eating? She was his wife. I mean, what were you feeding this thing? And he always wet with sweat. It's not even like water. It's not a sexy wet. It's not, can you stand the rain wet. It's wet. It's sweat wet. I'm over it. But yeah, she bring him to this little obstacle course motherfucking shit that her little trainer dude got her doing that she can't even do. So she got to be doing some fucking swinging from the thing and try to jump to the next bar. She fell. She was like, I'm done with this. Now you know his enormous ass was not going to be able to do it. None of it. And he couldn't. But he still managed to sweat profusely as if he had been working his ass off, okay? And then she pulled her little phone out and goes to the side, and he called a little attitude, like, why you trying to hide? Why you got secrets? Whatever fuck. So she told him about the book and that there was a character in it like him, you know, likened to him. And he was like, well, I'm going to need an advanced copy. And she was like, well, what you think is going to be in there? Like, something that you gonna have a problem with? And he was like, bitch, I just want to see, because he know your ass gonna do something ignorant and shady. So yeah, I don't even remember. Is she gonna do it? Is she not gonna do it? Y'all can let me know down in the comments. Anywho, who else is in this motherfucking thing? Okay, Cynthia's hanging out with Kenya. And Peter is hanging out with Todd. They go and they buy a car, a very, very nice car. Peter is beginning to look awfully sexy to me, okay? Hey, you. Hey, you, chocolate with the white beard. And the really nice car and all the money, hey. Yeah. So he bought a new car for the bitches. And it's like $100-something thousand. I don't even know what it was. A convertible is all I know. And you know, bitch love for her nappy ass hair to blow in the wind. Okay, it blows. It blows. So yeah, he bought his car and he started talking to Todd about his grand opening. At the same time that these bitches talking about the grand opening. So Kenya's telling about the grand opening. I think the thing is called 1, or is it 7? I think it's 1. Okay, whatever. His new club or whatever, and Kenya said that he asked her to be like the hostess or some shit. So what you gonna feel some kind of way about it? Cynthia's like, wow, he didn't even invite me, let alone why the fuck would he make this bitch the hostess when I could have been the hostess? So she feels a little slighted. Kenya says she did accept, but you know, she don't want to go unless Cynthia goes. And Cynthia's like, I'm not even invited. Like, he literally didn't even tell me about it. So she want to have a talk with him, but Kenya won't take no for an answer. She's like, I'm definitely not going to go. And have you mad or think yeah, you just going to have to go. And Todd is like asking him, like, did you invite Cynthia? And he was like, no. It's like, if she did show up, would you let her see this car? Like, yeah, I want everybody to see this car. I see that car, boy. But yeah. Okay, so then they start talking about Matt. Okay, Cynthia and Kenya. She was like, oh yeah, well, me and Matt, we're gonna take some time apart. We need to get some shit together. We need to do some counseling and all this and all of that. So they're not interacting at all. They're not talking. They're not seeing each other. All of that sort of stuff. The girls are like, okay, well, let's go get ready. They separate into separate rooms, and then you hear Kenya's phone ringing, 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 making that little beeping sound. She goes, she gets Cynthia, and she was like, listen to these motherfucking text messages. So he's sending her threatening ass text messages like he gonna force her to be with him. So he basically like, I better not see you talking to no other guys and all of this. And well, he posted some shit on Instagram, a video. He was mad like, my ticket got taken back or whatever, or I got uninvited to this motherfucking event. And guess who did it? Guess who uninvited me? Kenya. Notice that I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna make your life like a hell. You're gonna really, really regret this. I'm gonna make you regret your whole life, like all of this shit. And you need to come to me humbly and like apologize and put your arms around me, and just some old fucked up idiotic motherfucking nonsense. Because bitch, first of all, we having a fight. Why the fuck would I be humble? I need people to know I'm never humble during the fight, okay? I'm not even humble when there isn't a fight. So yeah, don't expect that. And don't expect it from her. But Kenya is 8 trillion times more petty than me. That bitch is not here for it. So it is very frightening, and he's acting crazy as fuck, like a stalker. Cynthia's like, I am unsettled. And Kenya's like, well, I feel afraid to go because she said that originally had invited him, and she said that it was okay. But then when she thought about it, like, it's been too soon, and he hasn't done anything to work on himself yet. So it's going to be the same shit, and I don't want to fuck up this guy's event by us arguing there. So she was like, nah, it ain't gonna be a good idea, which is what brought all of this whole shitstorm on in the first motherfucking place. All right, well, not really in the first place, because he already been tripping and acting crazy. Girl, let him go. So Kenya doesn't go initially, and Cynthia's there. He sees Cynthia come in, and what the fuck did he call her? Ice cream cone. Okay. And so apparently he thought that she looked quite tasty when she came in, even though she wasn't invited. So he like, what you doing here? And she was like, oh, I'm Kenya's, +1. Speaking of Kenya, I gotta talk to you about her. So they go off to the side or whatever, and then she's like, yeah, Matt was sending these crazy ass messages, and he threatened her, and she's a little afraid. So I might actually have to be, your hostess or whatever the fuck it's called for the night. And he was like, whatever. So they kind of flirting with each other, and she like, he look good, and girl, yes you do. And all of this. So it's cute, even though she with my man, my nigga. But yeah. It was real cute. It was sweet. I could see little sparks. I thought they might go home and do some stuff that night, but whatevs. Kenya does decide to show up because she was like, you know what, this is a professional gig. Like, I'm getting paid, and I'm not gonna let somebody threatening me make me miss out on my money, on my coinage, bitch. So she gets there and his ass is there, because the whole time they were like, he's not there, nobody has seen him. He comes up to her car, and her she's telling the driver, roll up the window, like, don't let him come over here, don't let him talk to me, he's very dangerous, he's unstable. He hit her driver. Okay, it's crazy as hell. She's calling actually from outside, and she's saying she wants Peter to come meet her outside. In the midst of him saying, I'll be back, to Cynthia and him getting out there to the car, all of this shit happened with Matt walking up to the car like, I need to talk to you and shit, and punching her driver, and hopped in the car and go away. So when Peter get out there, she like, he hit my driver, like, I told him to roll up the window and he just like hit him, and then walked away. And like, where did he go? Like, he's over there and you see him like skirting away, right? And then Peter like, this shit crazy, so he gotta grab her and try to calm her the fuck down. He get her inside, they talking about it. So Peter grabs Todd and they go and they call Matt like, what the fuck? He was like, man, I just wanted to talk to her, and she you know, the driver, I hit him because I tried to look in to see if that was her car, if she was in there, and he started rolling up the window on my motherfucking neck, so I punched his bitch ass in the face and blah blah blah. Like, dude, it's his car or her car, the car of someone who does not want you sticking your face in it. They can roll up their window. You can kindly accept that they don't want to talk to you. You calling him all kinds of bitches and shit because he won't let you attack some girl. Like, so basically Todd and are pretty unsympathetic. They like, man, are you listening to you? Like, you sound crazy as fucking hell. I'm telling you, this relationship, bro, leave it alone. Let that shit go. And they go in and they tell her motherfucking ass quite the same, because yeah, this relationship is fucking ridiculous. Y'all motherfuckers can't be together. So she's crying and she was like, it's such a shame because, you know, he's got so much potential and blah blah blah. Well, he is too motherfucking volatile, and your ass talk too much shit, you too shady. Y'all can't be together. You cannot have one person who flipped the fuck out, going crazy and all that shit at the drop of a fucking hat, and another person who is a person who starts fights. That ain't no good mix. I think you need to let it go, regardless of whatever potential it is that you fucking think that this motherfucker got. You just want to be a cougar. And we all know it is very, very sexy to date a younger man. I know. It's so gross when it's an old man and a young girl, but it is so sexy when it's an older woman and a young guy. You can tell I'm old. Anyway, I think that's all I motherfucking remember. Who else is on this damn show? That's all I can remember. Anywho, if I forgot something, my bad. If y'all agree with what I said, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. While you're here, why not check out my previous video?
You know, for a rating to something like that, because it don't make no sense. I'm like, what the fuck? So she's talking about she need a nanny because she got her own business.
I also have a rant, gossip, and reality TV review channel called Miss Booshbag. Check me out on my other channel.
Because she's in heat, okay? She smells of intense.
And if you're into fitness or trying to get your body right, swing on by and check out my fitness channel.